Welcome back everyone to House Flipper. We are going to have a lot of House Flipper in the near future because they have just announced House Flipper the Remastered Collection. Now at first I thought they're just putting all the DLCs back into one box and yeah, it's okay. However, that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is they're actually reimagining the whole thing. So let's go through this introduction here. So hey there, House Flippers. House Flipper the Remastered Collection has been in the works for quite some time, and we are thrilled to finally share the news with players around the world. This isn't just a visual upgrade, it's a reimagining of what made House Flipper a fan favourite in the first place. There are going to be upgraded graphics, quality of life and UI improvements, new and enhanced mechanics, new stories. Now this is what's got me suckered. There's new stories in here. I have to find them. Hearty edition with over 800 new items, 6 new jobs and houses for sale, and many more. The game is being prepared to make a strong return to players' tool belts later this winter. You don't want to miss it. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts and have fun, team at Frozen Way. Now, I am looking forward to this. House Flipper, when it came out, was unique. I don't know if it was groundbreaking, but it was definitely unique. I think it was groundbreaking. But and I spent many happy hours in it. But it grew and technology changed, and I am so pleased to see that they're actually going to put everything that they've learned from all the time House Flipper's been into like a whole remastered thing all in one go, and I'm looking forward to it. But having said that, I didn't finish my last series of House Flipper 1. I want to finish this series before that collection comes out. So that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to have some wall-to-wall House Flipper, and I'm going to try and finish this collection before the end of winter. Now, I panicked because in Australia, winter starts in June and it's May. And then I remembered that Northern Hemisphere winter does not start till December. So we have a little teeny tiny bit of time. Not a lot though. All right. A big family needs bathrooms, maybe two. Now that was the Johnson family. If I remember rightly, this is my house now. Mind you, this is on my Series 1 save. So when we go back to our Series 2 save, it's going to be entirely different. I have got pets galore. But what I'm looking for is where did I put my thing? Because I went to my Series 1 save because I had a lot of trouble in Series 2 with the Frozen Way officers flip. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to do all of these. These are probably already done actually in here. We need to go to our, I think it's our browser. And I know I've been playing a lot of other games at the moment and I really miss this one. Frozen Way's former office. So we're now going to go back into Frozen Way's former office. We're trying to flip this for the Johnson family. So far I think I've got a family entertainment center, family lounge room, big kitchen, big dining room. At least one, actually I think I've got 2 of the children's bedrooms done. So we need to do the 3rd children's bedroom because I have 3 children's, and then we're going to get onto Granny Suite. And do that, and then we're going to do the parents suite, and then we're going to do, if there's any rooms left, we might do like a big library study area. Hurry up and load, game. I know I'm not impatient, you're impatient. So we got some stuff to do, but I do want to finish at least one of my House Flipper series before we start our House Flipper Remastered series. And I want to have the recording at least finished, even if the series is still being scheduled, so that you're not getting 200 episodes in a day, because that would be not fun for either of us. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, here we are. I know I've set something too close to the doorway. It sits me in the lounge room every time. This is our rainbow house, if you recall. This is our red room. It's red and yellow and pink and green. This is actually supposed to be my orange room, but I didn't like really bright, vivid oranges. This is my kitchen, and this is the other part of my orange room. This is my dining room. Rather, this is the Johnson's family dining room. The hallway is still red. Then I decided we'd go blue for the entertainment center. So that keeps the kids and the family happy. They can have some family movie sessions in there for when they have visitors. This is our first children's bedroom. No, it's not. I tell lies. This is the family. Did I tell you to put that? Will you just leave that alone? Thank you. This is the family room. As you can see, we've got some lounges, and it's our green. So red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. I can sing a rainbow. This is my yellow room. It's our first kids' room. It has its own little ensuite because we're trying to get them to be independent as early as possible. Rightio. So that's our yellow room. So we have red and yellow. I haven't done pink. We have done green. This is our purple room. This is for our rainbow theme. It too has a little ensuite bathroom. I know. I'm almost regretting making myself go monocolors. We may have a no rainbow house just to rebel against the rest of the series. Red. So we've done red. We've done yellow. We haven't done pink. We've done green. Done yellow and pink and green. Orange. We've done orange and purple and blue. Right. So after this, I get to go nuts with all the colors. Okay. This is child number 3. So I've got a purple room. I was thinking that might be our girls' room. I've got a yellow room. That could also be our girls' room or our boys' room. We have one more boy to go. I think we might actually have another blue room. Yeah, definitely. All right, what doors am I using? I'm using these doors. Let's get that thing in and running, up and running. Where's our door? What color scheme am I using? This is what happens when you step away from a game to focus on something else for a little bit. I know, don't do it. It's terrible. We are going down internal doors. Where are we? We're looking at the doors. I think these ones came out in possibly HG. Those ones are our first. Or maybe Luxury Flipper. Tell me I'm close. I'm close. Here we go. I think we're looking at our Camelo interior doors. Oh, no. Go back. All right, I'm stuck. Tab, not caps lock. No, we're not. I'm wrong. Okay, we're looking at those. And I'm just going to pop that in the corner of my screen so I can see it. We're going to go tab. Oh, I see that didn't work, did it? Let's just bring it this way. Now we're going to go tab. Right, now I can see it. Okay, I would definitely have had the wrong. It's Cameo, not Camelo. What am I on? All right. We are looking for the doors with the vertical bits of me what's it in the side. Official term. Promise. Because I officially made it up. All right, finishing what we started. Let's go. All right, it's in this area. So we have these. This is it here, the capulus. My bad. Capulus, I think I was sticking with the cedar from the look of that. We were going with the 3 windows, and we were sticking with the normal frame, I think. Let me have a look. Does it match? No, wait a minute. It's the wrong color. This is why I'm here. Back into that tab. Right, we need to match the color. Was it cherry? Oh, whoops, not that. Back up to the top. And then I think I had a darker. I think that might actually be it. Excuse me. Get your patootie over this way. Third color, the handles. We were sticking, I think, with the silver. And we're going to go for some burned beach around the... No, we weren't. Sapel? Maybe Sapel. Let me have a look at that and see if that matches. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think so. I think that's what we did. All right. Okay. Let's see if I've watched it. I see that one has a grey wood door. That one has a yellow. Oh, what? We weren't worried about coloured doors matching. I'll decide if I want to keep that door. We'll work it out. Alrighty. So, blue, I said. Let's start with the floor. Well, actually, I was thinking we might do something we haven't done with this build, and we might actually just use paint. in here. Paint. So gradient blue. What's that like? Liberty blue. I don't think I've tried that one. I wanted a lightish kind of blue in here. All right. So let's whack this in and we'll get some light blue going. So that's light-ish. It's kind of soothing. Around our very red door. So I think for this, we were doing one room at a time because it was taking me quite a while to do each room. Let's see if we can step it up. We are going to put blue tiles in the bathroom, but I'm just going to paint all of this first. And I'm going to probably put in some lights as well, because I think I'm losing the daylight and we don't want to do that. I know. Never rains but it pours. We've got this coming out. I need to get, yeah, so much to get done. This is my priority right now. Let's go. Okay. I think I just used up an entire tin of paint. Oh no. All right. Now, the sad thing, I am going to have to do this house again in the other build anyway. I know, because it won't be sold or anything. Rightio. It's that. Now our windows. Let's sell those things. I think I remember what sort of windows we were using. We were using tab and windows. We're using these windows, using the Windsors. Now I could go for a really long one, couldn't I? A couple of short ones. I might go for two small but tall. And we might do a dark blue with the white on the inside. Let's do this. I'll put one there. Right, because I just want that slightly darker look. And then we're going to do it again. Oh, you know what, except this is probably the bathroom, so I'll probably end up taking that window out. Never mind. Unless I put the bathroom, let's put the bathroom over there just to be different. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to have like a secret little nook in behind here. So we might put the bedroom in there, like the bed can tuck in into our secret nook. So we want a wall. Okay, I need to do the floor. So we're going to do something like grab our floor and ceiling tiles, because we're going to do the bathroom floor first. We want some blue. Ooh. I don't know if I want the light blue tiles on the floor, if we want something a bit darker. But that looks kind of light and fun. If I do that, what can I put on the... Okay, we're going to put Prinko blue on the wall. And you know what? I think I might go for Nakara blue on the floor. So I'm thinking the bathroom should be from about here. Yeah, and then it should go to... Let's leave room for a bookcase. There. Whoa. And then, no, we're not mopping. What are you thinking? All right. So I'm going to just see if I can fit. So we had, what did we have? We had like a bathtub, because we want them to fight over who's got the best bedroom on the planet. So what did we have? Bathtub, toilet. Yep. And then over here. Okay, so kind of the same. I don't know why that looks green, because I'm pretty sure I put yellow in there, but never mind. We'll work it out. I may change all the doors to match the hallway yet. Let's just grab this thing and shovel it over that way, because we're going to need it. Okay. We are going to tab, thank you. I'm going to put the bathtub against this wall. So let's go with, in here, we're going to go installations. For assembly, urinal, radiator, toilet, bathtub. I'm going to put the bathtub here, right? Let me do that, unscrew it, otherwise we'll be sad little pandas. Radio. And then we're going to go and we're going to grab bathroom fixtures, baths and showers. And it was one of these. I think we're going to go with a pastel. Oh, look at that. That looks kind of pretty. And we're just going to stick with the light colored metal. That's not what I had installed though, was it? So if I want the bathtub to run along that wall, I have to put the plumbing system in along this wall. My bad. I'll get there. Okay, let's try this trick again. We need this. Alright, let's try this trick again. We got this. And then we grab our bathtub in the blue because I liked it. It was pretty with the very light stuff. What was that? Yeah, alright, there we go. And now, so it doesn't look like the glass wall is on this side though, does it? Oh no, maybe it is. And I always have trouble telling with this bathtub. Now there we go. It's the side with the pole. That's going to drive me crazy. Oh, I know. We're going to try and get the bathtub flush against the wall. I don't think it's going to let us though. No. Okay, that is going to drive me crazy. I guess we're just going to have to live with it. I wonder if that's something that they've fixed in remastered. That would be nice, wouldn't it? To not have to put up with this kind of thing. Alrighty. So now we know where the bathtub is. Usually better for the plumbers to have the plumbing along one wall. Alright. I think what we've done with all the others is we've put the toilet at the end of the bath. So we're going to do that as well. So much for the plumbers. Although I could put the sink there, but then I don't have anywhere to really hang the towels. This gives me a bit of space for that. Alright, that's going to go there. Then we want it in here. Bathroom fixtures, toilets. We used the one with the cabinet, wasn't it? So it's a light cabinet. That's what I'm after. Maybe make it a dark blue. I don't think that's making a difference. I bet that. Oh God, no. There, that'll do. Details can be in white. There's way too much blue in this bathroom. What do you reckon? Pop that there. Okay, then I did want the wall, but unfortunately I'm going to need another row of tiles, which is why... Yep, there we go. No, I don't need that after all. I need this, because we're going to drop this thing right here. Now, I can either have a door coming onto the sink here, but what I might do is I might have a door here, which means I'm going to have to knock down a couple of those walls I just put in. We'll see how the bedroom nook is looking in a minute. Okay, now I need my hammer. I need 4 spaces, so I just need to knock down 2. There we go. Then we're going to need some bits and bobs up here. Oh man, there we go. And then we need a bathroom door. Now we're using capulars, so we're going to go here. Doors, I'm just going to be a little bit lazy. Capula's bathroom. I don't really want it to be red, is all. And I mean, we could have it white, but I think that's going to be a bit stark. So we can go with spruce. We can go with, let's go with the spruce. And we're going to leave these primary colors alone except for here, which we're going to turn to spruce. I mean, we could go American elm just to darken it down a little bit. And then what we'll do is, so our details are going to be light brown. The handle is going to be white, and American elm for our door frame. It's slightly darker than the spruce, but not by much. So we're going to spin that around. We'll whack that in there. Good. There we go. Now there is such a thing as too much blue, but anyway, let's have a look at our wall tiles. So we're going to grab our wall tiles like this. We're going to go wall tiles, and I'm looking for something lighter and something slightly different. So the potato blue looks good, but I was actually thinking we might use, we don't want that. So the Rosendo square look okay too, but that's a lot of, I want something that breaks it up a little bit. See, that's very sparkly, but we won't do that. That's also pretty good, but it's tiny, tiny bathroom. The stone is nice. The stone is nice. All right. I know, I think my mind was partially made up when I started. Yeah, so we're going to go back up to, it's either the Papon blue or the Petito blue, and I'm thinking the Petito blue. These ones. We're going to go very light. May not be light enough, but let's see if it's one too many different shades of blue in here. Probably is. Let's just whack it up and we'll see. These kids would really want to like these colors, hey? Otherwise, they're going to be like, Mom, the bathroom makes me want to throw up. There is nothing in this house that the Johnsons cannot redo. Sure, that's actually working for a change. All right, for themselves. Let's grab that. Redo for themselves, or get someone else in to do for themselves, or hire me to come back and do if they really don't like it. One of those. I'll be happy either way. Boom, that's that done. All right, let's sell these. I really like that effect. I think we need a planar floor though. All right, let's not play any more with that. Let's they've remastered it. I wonder if they've put in some of the UE stuff that we have in House Flipper too. Be kind of cool, but I also like the way this works. It's a bit more freeform. What haven't we got in here? We have not got bathroom accessories, accoutrements for the bathroom. Let's go with the Leckless blue. Of course, we're going to go with the Leckless blue. You know what? We're not. We're going to go with Leckless white in here because we just need that contrast. Then we're going to go with one of these handy dandy toilet roll holder things. I think they're actually all the way down the bottom. Yeah, that one. I'm going to go with the silver. Stick that on the wall over here. All right, that's pretty good. Now I need a sink in here. I forgot to look and see what sorts of sinks we had in the other space. Let us go for our installations for assembly. Shower, toilet, washer, sink. Pop the sink in. Unscrew it, otherwise we'll be wondering why things aren't working. I know they're dictating which order I do things in. How dare they? How dare they? They're never used to. But now you can't get confused. Let's go for sinks. All right, now I really want the sinks to match in each bathroom. So we're going to just twaddle this way. Wander over here. Let's have a look at these sinks. All right, I think I can remember that one. Okay, the sinks. It's this one. And we do the pastel. The light blue. I think I did that blue. So that'll match the toilet in its own way. Pop that right over there. Oh, the Johnsons are moving up. These the couple who don't have any kids yet but are planning them because they want a big family. They are really, really hard to dislodge once they get into that top position. All right, again, gonna go for a trash can. Panteo. Because the Panteo is one of the few things in the game that you can just kind of slide it into a gap like that. Beautiful. You know what I did not leave space for? Oh no. Well, I think I can fit one here. Let's just see. We're going to try and get a wash basket in. It's in accessories, it's in containers, and it's a really narrow, slim fit kind of wash basket. So we have the wicker, I think it is a wicker laundry basket in white. And it fits in most little spaces. I'm just going to have to put it here. Not ideal, I know, but it'll do. And the last but not least, we do want some towels and we want a hanging cabinet. Let me just, see what sorts of space. Oh, and a mirror. Get a little classy here. So we need back because we need decorations. And we need to go down to mirrors. What sorts of mirrors did I actually have in the other bathrooms? I know, it gets easier as you go along and as you get a picture in your head as to what you want. So the plain mirror with the shelf, alrighty. Grandma's bathroom will be different. So down 2 mirrors, and we want the plain mirror with the shelf, you said. There are so many cool mirrors in here, aren't there? It wasn't, no, that's too tall. It was the Azul. All right, and then I think I want a vertical cabinet in here. So we're going to go. Do we have hanging bathroom furniture? That doesn't look like it's hanging. Are you sure? That looks like it's standing. No, that's definitely a standing cabinet. All right. Well, we don't want that then. We want a hanging. Ooh, that looks pretty. Oh, you've also got this too. I like this idea. Because I mean, it will go right here. Actually, it's smaller than I thought it was. I wanted bigger. Okay. I'm not fussy. Do you guys? See, that's a mirror cabinet. Okay, these clearly say Priet hanging cabinets. There's a narrow. Let's have a look and see if the 50 centimeter will fit. it'll fit this way. Why do I have different colors? Let me have a look. So I've got a pale bleached. Ah, that's actually not a bad color, really. All right. Except I think I want that up higher. I know it wants to flip around onto the other wall. Yeah, when I bring it up. There, I just need to watch where I'm putting my mouse. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the this thing. Where is it? This thing. And we're going to go, well, we don't want a dark one, so there must be a light one in here somewhere, the pastel. And we're going to go with the light blue and the white. Okay, so now we just need to go with the notebook, accessories, bathroom. I'm not sure why this person needs 2 toothbrushes, but they have them. It's possible that they just want, you know, they want what they want, they like what they like. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to grab the soap container. We are going to grab a towel rack. I just don't know which one I want yet. I think I was using those. That's okay. It's like a little Dalek. I just grab a brush, a hairbrush, if we can find one. All right. And I think in each of the other bathrooms we have Demon Duckies of Doom, for which we needed our hanging cabinets. And I think these shelves come. Oh, I was hoping they came as long. I need the long shelf. All right, so it looks like we're using that one. All right. What are you doing? Rightio. So there are duckies in here somewhere. They actually came out, I think, in the luxury flip. There they are. The Devourer of Souls, which we're keeping very separate from the Destroyer of Worlds. They're having a bit-to-bit confrontation. There we go. We probably should put soap in here as well, shouldn't we? Yes, we should. Soap is kind of important. All right. You know what we don't have in here that we need? We definitely need a light. Let's go to lights. Let's go to ceiling. We were using the square lights throughout, or the rectangular lights. So the Escort small rectangulars. Go with the large rectangulars, go with the white steel. We probably need a light switch. Yeah, think. Back to lights, back to switches. What was I using? Was I using the Jolman? I was using the Jolman. Well, I was using something like the Jolman anyway. There we are. That works. It's got everything in it that I think it should have. Okay. Now, we were using, okay, I'm just going to grab that now. We're going to have a light switch here. We're going to have a light switch probably there. All right, we probably need a light to turn on, so let's grab a couple of lights. Beep, beep, doop, doo. Pretty sure we were using the yes scores. Yeah, we were. And it's possible we were using these ones. Well, we are now. Okay, I'm going to center that about here. I think just make sure that that's where I need it to be. Okay, so that one's the one I've got to move. All right, whack the light on. There, now. We will not sell the paint because I've got to paint a couple of walls. Let's get those done. Oh no, here we go. And around the corner. Let's make sure we've got this one all covered. Whoops, where's my paint? Look at this. We actually did it in the correct order for a change. Lovely. Okay, that's that done. I made a mistake. I forgot. I need this part here. All right, let us go with Zappity Doodah. Now, we need something in here. I am thinking, we did tiles in all the other rooms, didn't we? I'm half tempted to do carpets in this one. Floor and ceiling. Coverings. See, there's a light blue. There's a Semper blue. That's another nice light blue carpet. I think we might go with the Bastion blue. So we could darken it down. So let's have a look at that darker shade. I'll just do a swatch of it. All right, well, if that's a dark shade, although that is a bit green, isn't it? Why don't we have a look and see what this light does? Yeah, that's very light, isn't it? I think we're asking for trouble putting that in a kid's room. Well, maybe this kid just likes. That's not restful. What about dark? Let's try a swatch over here. Yeah, no. All right. This is fairly restful. We don't want to go too far though, because otherwise we'll end up having to redo our bathroom tiles. and that would be a problem. So basically, if you have a room that the carpet doesn't stop at the door, it goes inside if you're not careful. All right, we did it. Now, what I said was around the corner we want this little pocket of a room, but you know what? I think I've got my door too far in. Let's find out. We need to grab a bed. So, furniture, kids, beds. I have forgotten what sort of beds I was using. Let me just toddle. Have a look. Okay, so it looks like we're using the wooden. Yeah, because they like the timber, don't they? All right, well, hang on. Let me just see if I can remember what that is. Bedroom, no, back, kids, beds. It was this one. It was the Fenrir. That's right. We're going to go with the dark, with the blue. All right, let's just toddle out of here. So we're using Fenrir furniture. I'm going to put the bed up here. Into beds, down to Fenrir, down to here. Okay. Okay, we do have blue. Let's have a look and see. That's pretty restful. What about this one? No, this one. It's not kids. Okay. Okay, that's better blue. Make that mattress grey. And we're going to think about spruce. Spruce for the bed. Let's go spruce through there. Now the bottom one, I'm going to go with the same. You should get a fair amount of privacy, even. There you go. Okay. And like I said, we wanted to put bookcases along here, so let's go with those. We have our Fenrir shelves. Or maybe it was the Kali. Might have been the Kali. I wonder if there's something I can put in the middle here. Let's find out. We've got sets of drawers. We can use those yuppies. Yeah. Okay, now maybe I was using these. No, but it fits, doesn't it? Okay. And back. Just pop. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm thinking? I'm half tempted to put a mirror in here, but why don't we put a hanging kind of bookcase if we can? Or I could have put that in the middle. Have a look at that. Oh yeah, we want that. Let me just grab that. I'm gonna sell this. Let me grab this. I'm gonna pivot it. Yeah, that fits. Because then I can actually move this in here so no one's gonna bark a shin on it coming around that corner. There we go. Alright. Now over in this corner I want another one of these bookcases. I know, where's the wardrobe? The wardrobe's coming. And this kid likes plants, so we're going to grab some plants. Decorations. Plants. Large. Oh, how can I resist? I think that one's too light because it's not tall enough, that's why. Yeah. Okay, so this is like their own little private garden space. So over here, we'll go back to furniture and kids and wardrobes. We're going to go find ourselves a Fenrir wardrobe. Is this a light? Yeah, see, I can have my blue doors and I can have my spruce. And we can have, that's light mahogany. I'm looking for some no cedar. Yeah. Oh, it's tiny. So what I was thinking was, I know I need something there. I don't know what I want though. Let's have a look at, is that a desk? So we're going to make the room have zones. All right, now I need a chair. That's not going to work. It's too small. We said this was a kid's office too. Let's go back to chairs. Have a look at this one. All right, we're going to pretend that makes some kind of sense. Okay. The thing that's missing in here, of course, is a beanbag. And I don't know if we have a beanbag in here. Let's see. Got some light poofs that look alright. No, we're after I think it's armchairs. We'll find it under and right down the bottom. Okay, that's what we're after. Then over here, pop it. Actually, no, you know what? I think that one does actually belong in here. Okay, So we basically got this. Now what we need is we need a rug to break up the carpet just a bit. So we're going to go and have a look at decorations, or yep, and floor. I like how they've added these in. There's a puzzle rug, but I think we might just have a nice peaceful clouds rug. Do this one. No, it's the wrong blue. And it's too big. Alright. So 3 islands of clouds. Oh no, we need some chests of drawers in here. So let's go back into the kids' room furniture. Wardrobes and chairs down to the Fenrir. And we're looking for chest of drawers, but I was kind of hoping I'm going to center that there. Then I'm going to grab I want a basket of clothes, like, or just a basket. Only I don't know exactly where to find it. Fabric basket, wicker basket, I think is what I was after. Or there's it with patterned blanket in it. No, it was more like I wanted one of these in. Here. Then over here, we're going to grab a mirror. So I think this might be a girl's room. And and then in front of that, okay. It's a little bit less together than the other. You know, we haven't got our blinds in either. Let's get them done. So down to windows, curtains and blinds. So we're just going for our very plain. Do we have clouds in here? There's some new ones. Light. So that's the blue. That would work. Dark. That's the blue. That's a bit too dark. That's a bit better. I think it's the right colour. Okay, this is maybe not my best ever room, but I think it's okay. Maybe. If possible, it needs something on the walls. And maybe some toys. Alright. We have managed to get a children's room though. And look at this, we finally won the Johnson families up onto the top. So we have our little quiet corners. We could put some books in here if we wanted. So we go into here for accessories, into hobbies, into books. Okay, this whole family. Oh no, the last file looks good. Let's grab that one. Oh, I think. I know there's no bedside table. That's going there. I want some trees in here. Grab this. Move those over here. Make the rooms live a little bit. And then, now where did I find? It's under plants. Oh, that's kind of cute and cookie. Okay, hang on. Whoa! I thought we said small plants. That is not a small plant. Okay, that is too big. It is freaking me out. Rude plant. Okay. I know I want one of these in here somewhere. Alright, so this is the kid that likes the plants. I gotcha. There's some new plants in here. We just have to play with them. Probably should have been a darker. What I actually came in here to get were not any of these. I came in here with a distinct picture in mind, and it was, there we are, the bonsai trees. The hologrammatic bonsai trees, because I wanted to put one right here. And then on the other shelf, alright, won't go too nuts. But we've got the room looking a little bit more alive than it did. There is still a lot of stuff we could put in, but we won't. Did I actually decorate in here with desks? No, I just used very plain. We used a little round thing on that. Right. Okay, so we went into lights. Standing. And it was this with the silver. I'm just going to put that there. That's it. Alright, and there it is, guys. If you liked the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there. Let's get into the next room very soon.